I am so sorry we're running late today, but welcome once again to 7 with Chad Marvie. We have our ever faithful and loyal cook-alongers, Roy and Julie, over in Maryland. How is everybody? If you guys don't know, Texas, we're in Texas, and we got snowed in last. Actually, it's this week, early this week, and we're still trying to get back to the normal rhythm of life. We've been like sluggish, you all. We're like slowly, like turtles, going back to the norm. But anyway, as promised, we are showcasing today. Ta-da! See, Roy and Julie, you can look forward to receiving this. We're showcasing our limited edition 3-quart wok, right? From Saladmaster. See? It's so pretty. That comes with a draining rack. Okay? So today, what we are going to make is your regular stir fry, vegetables stir fried with for ourselves. We're using shrimp. And then Roy and Julie, you're using chicken, right? Yes?
Yeah, we're using chicken.
Okay. So this is something that you all can actually make with your choice of meat. And then, like I said, this can easily be made vegan because obviously you can simply remove the meat, the shrimp or the chicken or whatever else. And you can opt to choose use tofu. All right. Or not at all and just stick with the stir-fried veggies. So it's as easy as that. But what's going to be basic and beneficial for all of you, regardless of what you're going to want to stir fry in the future, is we're going to share with you how we make the sauce, right? That can go with vegetables and meat that you want to stir fry, whatever they may be. All right.
Hello, everyone. I'm Chad. This is Marvie.
My husband is hard at work.
Welcome to 7 with Chad Marvie, where we cook with 7 ingredients or less.
Every time.
So even as we teach you these recipes, please feel free to use whatever you have in your fridge, which is what we had to do this week since we didn't get to do groceries.
As much.
Whatever was in the fridge, yeah.
Perfect. So here we go. The first thing that we're going to do is obviously our stir fry. Roy and Julie, are you going to use your bigger wok, the 5-quart? I'm assuming. Which one are you using? Ah. Okay, it's the brazier pan.
No, big wok.
Is it a big wok?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a 5-quart. So it's similar to what we're using, except it's bigger. Okay. So I'm preheating my wok at the moment over medium heat. My hubby is helping me like mince my garlic. Okay. All right. So while we're slicing and dicing, we're preheating this. I want to make mention, if you're not familiar with our cooking class, we always encourage people to come cook along with us every Sunday over Zoom because we do it live. All right. What's the point of that? We want you to do it simultaneously with us, like alongside us, because that's the best way to learn how to cook or learn new recipes. And it's a lot of fun. So what that would take is just an hour of your time on Sundays. We do send you the ingredient list a couple of days beforehand so you can prepare. But soon after the cooking class, you can enjoy at least 2 different things, okay? We do at least 2 different things every Sunday, every single time with 7 ingredients or less. Perfect, okay? So I'm preheating this, and here's another thing that's unique, okay, that I want to show you. This is something that I brag about every time. With our Saladmaster cooking system, you can always cook stuff, including your meats or fish or shrimp, whatever else, from frozen state. For example, today, ta-da! Mikhail, do you want to show everybody? I'm using completely frozen, look, shrimps. Do you see this, Jewel? All the ice is in there. Completely frozen shrimp. Okay. And while I'm preheating my wok, I'm actually going to start putting my shrimp in there to start cooking it. Okay. So in case you were doing the same thing, Let's say you have some frozen ground beef or ground chicken in the future, right? So that's what you do. Put your wok on the stovetop and just dump whatever it is that's frozen. And that's how we're going to cook and thaw at the same time over medium heat. Perfect. There we go. So my shrimp is starting to be cooked and thawed at the same time. So Roy and Julie, if your wok is ready, it's hot enough, you're going to have to cook your chicken first.
How do you
Okay.
know if it's hot enough? Is it going to be the water test?
The water test. So as usual with the Saladmaster cooking system, how do you know it's hot enough? You just kind of like sprinkle some water, and if it runs like beads, then that your system is hot enough. Your cookware is hot enough, okay? That's how you do it, Jewel. Now, you can use oil, a little bit of oil. Do you want to use some oil, Julie? You can do olive oil because it's over medium heat. It's low temperature enough. Or whenever I try to eliminate the use of oil completely, do you want to use oil? Go ahead and do that and cook your chicken with your oil. Or, like I was saying, you can eliminate the use of your oil by simply adding about 2 tablespoonfuls of water. Okay? When you kind of like cook and saute, kind of sear your meat. Perfect. There you go. It's all going. There. Do you want to say hi to people, honey? My husband is the one who always says hi to people. It's his job to say hi to people. Anyway.
Is that my phone over there?
No, that's mine.
Well, hi to those who joined us on Facebook Live. Let me grab my phone and I'll check your names.
Here. You can also use mine if you want.
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go. All right. So while we're cooking this, if you're ready with your veggies, Jewel, we can move on to the sauce. The sauce is so easy, okay? But this is what makes it very versatile because you can pretty much just do the sauce one way and use it with any combination veggies and meat or protein.
Okay, so
Okay.
From what I could see, we have Chucky with us.
Hi, Jackie.
And
Welcome.
our parents as well, mommy and daddy from Dumaguete.
All the way from the Philippines. So, Jackie, this is the limited edition wok. Ta-da! Do you see that? Jackie's a Saladmaster owner. Hi, girl. Please do come cook with us one of these days. It will be fun. All right?
Okay. So the other recipe that we're doing is actually very simple. It's just some mushroom soup. This is a no-brainer. It came in handy actually this week because like we only have 30-minute increments of power. So last Monday, starting 11 in the morning, our power was off through 2 in the morning. But they gave us 30 minutes. And that's when we were able to whip up 4 different dishes within 30 minutes, of course, using whatever we had.
It was marathon cooking for my husband and myself. We were like, okay, you do 2, I do 2.
So we did 2 kinds of soup.
We did 2 kinds of soup.
I did the black bean soup and I did the mushroom soup. So the mushroom soup is so simple. We'll do that later, but it won't take even like maybe 15 minutes.
Right. But you know, our kids, I don't know if your kids are similar, but our kids love ramen. You know, this ramen, the instant type of ramen, right? But it's not necessarily the healthiest of things. So this soup, we were surprised because they devoured it. They really liked it, especially our daughter who's watching us right now. So we wanted to share it with you. My husband was saying, honey, we don't even have to teach that because it's so easy. But I was saying, well, you know what? We didn't even think of doing the mushroom soup that easy before the blackouts, the rolling
I almost
power
feel
outage.
guilty trying to teach it to you guys because you can always just do it yourself, right? But
we never have done it ourselves, and it's so simple.
anyway, simple.
And it's really good.
If you're in a bind and you don't have anything else, simple.
So we'll teach you this version that is like for emergencies, right? Kind of like a prepper kind of thing. When you have your canned mushrooms, condensed soups, like in can. but in the future, we'll teach you how to make it from scratch. See?
Yeah.
That'll be a good trade-off.
Normally we do it from scratch, but then it takes longer.
Mm-hmm. Roy and Julie, are you ready? Well, we're doing your chicken and we're cooking our shrimp. While that's going on, what you can do is start preparing the sauce. Okay? So in a separate bowl, Shaki, if you're still there, it is so easy. So what do I have in this bowl? This is like 2 tablespoonfuls of cold water. Okay? Meaning tap water, room temperature. Okay? So 2 tablespoonfuls of water, and then Jewel, what you're gonna have to do is add a tablespoonful of cornstarch to this water first. So 2 tablespoonfuls room temperature water, and then we are going to add a tablespoonful of cornstarch. Okay. Here you go, honey. Oh, I can't for some reason.
Hi,
Please
Antoinette.
help.
Antoinette, thanks for joining us.
Hi, Antoinette.
What did you say? 2 tablespoons?
This one. I just need help opening it.
Okay.
So please don't get confused. 2 tablespoonfuls of water, 1 tablespoonful of cornstarch. We can't open this, you all, for some reason. I guess it's not meant to be open. You're supposed to just, there. Well, there. All right. And then, as you probably know, the big thing about this is you have to mix your cornstarch with the water first. The reason why we're using room temperature water, for those who are not familiar with using cornstarch, because using warm water is going to curdle this. So it's important that you use room temp water with your cornstarch, okay? So do you see this, Jewel? I'm simply mixing my cornstarch with the water, and then honey, are you gonna do it? Oops, what is that thing that went into my cornstarch? I'm fishing out something, you all. There you go. And then we are going to add the other ingredients for our sauce. Next to that, you can add your chicken stock or whatever kind of broth you want to use. So if you want to do this vegetarian or vegan, then you can please go ahead and use your vegetable broth. In our case, we're using a chicken stock. How much of this? 1/4 of a cup. Right here, honey. So, 1/4 of a cup, please.
And mix it with the cornstarch.
Yes. All right, my chicken is almost done. I can tell.
Your shrimp.
Right, a shrimp. And then after that, mix it even further. I'm gonna use my whisk. You see this, Joel? Okay. And then you add everything else. Your 3 tablespoonfuls of soy sauce. In our case, I always use liquid aminos. If you guys are not familiar, this is a healthier alternative to soy sauce.
Okay.
So 3 tablespoonfuls rather. Now the 3 tablespoonfuls of soy sauce, as always, you can adjust this according to your taste, of course, right? So if you want to make it a little bit less salty, lesser sodium, start with 2 tablespoonfuls instead of 3, okay? But what I'm doing is I'm doing a full-blown 3 tablespoonfuls because I'm not going to use a separate salt, okay? That is why. Then next, what else are you putting here, honey? Your maple syrup or honey or sugar if you don't have any of those. So your sweetener, okay? How much do you need? 1/4 of a cup or the same amount as your broth, or you can actually use a little bit less. In our case, I'm going to use a little bit less because I don't want it too sweet. So we're going to do 3 tablespoonfuls instead of 1/4 cup, honey, please.
So how many tablespoons are in a 1/4 cup?
Oh, 4.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So this is 3/4.
Yes. The This is 3 tablespoonfuls or 3/4 of a fourth of a cup. That's what you did.
Yeah.
Oh man. And then lastly, your toasted sesame oil. Now I did say preferably the toasted kind, but it doesn't necessarily have to be the toasted kind, Julie. You can have the regular one. We did grab the toasted kind and add that to it too.
1 tablespoon.
Yep. All right. My shrimp is done. Look, everybody. This is the very new wok spatula. Ta-da! That came out at the same time as our 3/4 wok. Mikael, can you please show everybody? Look.
I do one tablespoon of sesame oil.
Yes. Then this is something that I love about this wok. Everybody, I don't know if you've seen our teaser videos and whatnot. Julie, look. Ta-da! I'm going to add this. That's the draining rack. What is it for? Can you see it, everyone?
You have to remove the cover.
There.
There.
Open wide. Isn't this cool? Look, Roy and Julie. So I don't overcook my shrimp because it's done. I'm going to use the draining rack like most of you have seen, right? In our teaser videos. And I'm using everything that's new. There's something about things that are new, right? That makes it just so exciting. So here. Ta-da! See, honey? I hope our draining rack is enough for our shrimps. I did use a lot of shrimps. It's more than a pound. The recipe called for a pound. I used more than a pound. There you go. No, it's more like it's gonna, I'm not sure it's gonna fit, hon. Ta-da! There you go. I fished everything out. Whoops. This is fun. Getting them all from under. Oop. There you go. I'm out of space is what it is. There you go. And then, Roy, ready? We're simply going to, do we want to dump the whole thing, honey? Do you want to dump? Okay, my husband wants me to remove the water in there. I personally would rather not. And I don't mind cooking my garlic there, not necessarily sauteing, because I want the flavor from the shrimp. Makes sense?
But it's the ice that melted?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the flavor is in there too.
Okay.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna cook. See, this is what you get when you're cooking along with Chad Marvie. You hear us talk about it. You hear us kind of like go back and forth. Sometimes you would argue. Ready? So Jewel, because yours is dry because you didn't do anything frozen, right? Go ahead and saute this time your garlic. Okay, and then what I like to do every time there's ginger, I actually like cooking my ginger alongside the garlic. So honey, we're just gonna do both at the same time.
Okay. Hello, G. Thanks for joining us.
Which G? Salvador?
Yes.
Hi, G.
G and Ophelia Del Rosario.
Hello. G, this is the limited edition 3/4 wok. Do you see? And then I'm putting in my ginger as well. So this is still over medium heat. See this, G? How pretty it is because you have all the shrimp on the top, on the draining rack, and you're still able to cook underneath. See? Because there's an opening. Pretty cool, huh?
Hello, Mauro. I hope that you guys were safe during the storm. We lost power here for only just a day.
2.
Yeah,
Monday and
2,
Tuesday.
but we had those 30-minute windows. I hope you guys are okay. Thanks for joining us and dropping by.
Hello. Anyway, so Roy and Jewel, you're good? Are you using the same kind of veggies as we are? We're only using broccoli florets, 2 kinds of bell pepper, and carrots. Same?
Cabbages too. We're using cabbages.
Added cabbage. All right, perfect.
You want me to add cabbage? No.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
It's okay, honey. So I'm gonna cook my shrimp and ginger just a little bit more.
Your garlic and ginger?
What did I say?
Shrimp.
Oh. I'm sorry, you all. See, I told you, I still am in a fog from everything that's happened this week. All right.
Okay, a few more
Okey-dokes.
people have dropped by. Ellen, Mom Ellen Cougar.
Hi, Mom, from Arizona.
Hi, and Butch and Dinah Iniesta. Edwin Rizardo, thanks for dropping by. We are making stir-fried vegetables, very simple. And we are making some mushroom soup in a little bit.
Okay, perfect. So this is kind of like boiled a little bit, so it's kind of like not dry, right, for us. So I am simply going to dump everything at this point. Honey, you want to do it? There you go.
Okay.
Let me just continue to mix this. We're going to put in all of our vegetables at this point.
Okay,
Still
so
over at medium high heat.
we had 3 small broccoli heads.
We actually have a lot more veggies than
So yeah, so
the
I
recipe
took out
called for.
I took out the, what do you call this, the heads first, and then minced the
He separated the stem.
stem. Do we have enough space here?
We might not because we used a lot more ingredients than we should have.
Okay. You want me to remove the shrimp for now? Okay.
No,
just-
you can just add the bell pepper and the carrots first, and then the carrots, honey, and then the bell pepper on top.
Okay.
So when you're stir frying and you're cooking with Saladmaster, especially when you're kind of like dumping like we're doing, these are all gonna cook at the same time, right? So this is what's different between cooking the Saladmaster way and stir frying the traditional way. You usually end up cooking the vegetables that are a lot more firm first. With Saladmaster, you don't necessarily have to do that, but I would suggest putting the ones that are firmer at the bottom, kind of like layer it that way. There you go. And then we're gonna cover this. Move the shrimp a little bit, hon, please.
Move it where? Inside?
Move the, here. To the side so that it can, oops, sorry. This keeps falling, you all.
It's okay.
Okay. There you go. Yeah, let's just cover it a little bit. Okay. So this is still is like at medium. You guys are okay, Roy and Jewel? So we're cooking this over medium heat for about 5 minutes. And then after the 5 minutes, we are going to pour in our sauce. Okay, the combination of our sauces.
Hello, Boom. Thanks for joining again. We're doing simple stir-fried vegetables and mushroom soup.
Yes. All right. So honey, maybe while we're doing this, you can proceed with a very simple mushroom soup. The no-brainer kind.
Okay, so you guys know this, right? But anyway, we're doing it because we're gonna be eating it alongside our stir-fry. We're gonna be having it alongside our stir-fry. We normally use this organic cream of mushroom condensed soup. And then I'm using 3 cans today, 3 small cans. So the ratio is very simple. It's like 1:1. So however much condensed soup you're using, then you use as much milk as well. Then add salt and pepper according to your taste. At midpoint, after it gets to a boil, then I add our green beans. And then from that point, you just simmer it until the green beans is soft enough.
You want to do it now, hon?
Yeah. So if you read the instructions here, it says that, right? Mix soup with 1 can of milk, and then basically heat it in a saucepan over medium heat until comes to a boil, and then you simmer it.
There you go.
Okay.
So everyone, we're going to finish today pretty fast. Yeah, I think
So
we're going to
I
take
think-
only about 40 minutes, Julie, maximum, which is kind of neat. So I want to announce for next week, we're continuing our whole walk experience, but we're going to transition, Jewel, next week. I'm going to use the bigger wok as well to make some fried rice. Okay. Ooh. So 2 cups of milk, honey.
No, I'm using 3
Three?
cups of
Okay.
milk. 3.5 because the cans are 10 ounces each.
Okay. So for a total of like 30 ounces. It's perfect. So about 3. Jewel, we're going to make some cauliflower fried rice next week. Okay. And the other thing that we're going to make with the cauliflower fried rice will be what, honey?
Next week,
Mm-hmm.
we could grill some meat. Yeah.
You could grill some meat.
Yeah.
What else can we make with a 3/4 wok? What do you guys think can we make in the 3/4 wok again next week?
I'm not sure.
We are not sure. So that is going to be continued. You know what I would want to see is how a cake would turn out in the 3/4 wok. So this is what I'm going to do. I will actually try to make a cake in this piece, okay, within the week. And if that turns out to be successful, because I like the shape of it, then we're going to make the cake on Sunday. How about Jewel? Julie's like, no, not cake. Marvie, not cake. Julie. We're gonna try to make a cake next Sunday if my tryout to this week is going to be good, okay? So I only have 1 more minute with our vegetables.
Yes, then I'm done with it.
Oh, you have a timer too? There you go. Yep. So this is really fast, you see, everybody? A meal that you can whip up in literally less than half an hour. So if you're asking, in case you're not familiar, what do you eat with this stir-fried dish? Well, Asians, we usually do rice, of course, right? Of any kind, anything that you prefer. But some people, like my daughter, given a choice, would always prefer noodles. She likes noodles.
Like lo mein, you know.
Uh-huh. That's just boiled with some broth, or sometimes with just plain water, like you would do a regular pasta. There you go. There's the mushroom soup. And the only thing that we add to the mushroom soup is actually the green beans. Okay? Your green beans. I'm looking forward to this because the last time we made it, it was gone. There was not enough to go around. Okay?
It's actually quite full.
Very full. Okie dokes. There ran our timer. Now look. If you want to see how it's turning out, look. This is the beauty of this wok.
Wow,
Is
looks
bone
really
still
good.
there? Look at the collar.
Look at the broccoli.
Uh-huh. Oh, it
Mikael,
smells
can you
so
shift
good.
to this? Yeah. And then maybe we need to move the camera a little bit.
All right. So everybody, how long will you need to cook your vegetables? It's actually dependent on your preference. Do you like your veggies a little bit crunchy or a little bit softer?
Crunchy.
Right? So my husband just answered for our whole family. Our whole family prefers it to be like a little bit crunchy. So I don't know who else is here with us. Is G still with us? But look, G, I'm able to cook this all under, so I don't have to throw in my meat, whatever it is that I cooked earlier. Like today, I used shrimp. I don't overcook it, okay? Because it's there on the draining rack. All right, so what do we do next? Because everybody, this is pretty much like done for 5 minutes, right? We want it crunchy like we said. I'm going to start putting in all the shrimp back in. Julie, do you see this? This is what I'm doing.
When do we add the
And
sauce?
we're adding the sauce at this point. Okay? So what I did was simply that I cooked the vegetables for an extra 5 minutes without my meat to keep it from being overcooked. And now I'm adding our sauce mix. There you go. I'll give it a whirl. There you go. So now they're all together. See? Underneath. You see the color of these veggies? It's so pretty. There you go. There.
Good, it's ready.
And then we're just gonna cover this for like 3 more minutes just to thicken our sauce a little bit. Okay? Cover, but not completely. Do you see this, Jewel? It's about 1/2 inch cranked open. All right. There you go. So 3 more minutes and our stir fry is done. Yay! Do you see how fast this is?
Okay, I think I made too much soup, so I'm gonna have to move it to a bigger pot. But
Look at that.
that's how
I
you
think
make your
it's
soup.
okay.
That's how you make your soup. Except that I used this tiny.
We didn't use the right equipment,
I
you
used
all.
2-quart. It's
We
so
should have,
small.
yes, we should have used a bigger cookware. And we have plenty. I don't know why my husband used the small. It's okay, honey. We don't have to move it right now. We're almost done. So just doing 3 more minutes in
I
this.
have a 4-quart, guys. I'm gonna use this later.
He's gonna move it when everything is done. Okie dokes. So if you're still here, do we have anybody here?
Yeah, we have a few people here, but I already said hi to them. I think Anna Vince joined us. LaShawn. Some people are in and out. But yeah, do you have any questions, guys? I don't see any. Where the comments thing?
None.
You have to go out of this thing.
There are no comments.
And I don't know how to get out. But
He's using my phone and he's like, what's going on? Here we go. Anyway, if you're interested, please give us a message. I would love to tell you how you can earn or get one of these limited edition pieces, okay? The 3-quart one.
okay, so again for the soup, all you're doing is just, for me, since I added beans, waiting for it to be soft enough. That normally takes me about, last time I told you I cook it within 15 minutes, so probably another 7 minutes for me.
Do you see this? My sauce is already thickened quite a bit. Everything going well with you, Jewel and Roy? You all, I love how this thing can hold the lid, right? The handles of Saladmaster can hold the lid. Because I used to be problematic as far as where do I put this lid when I'm trying to stir things?
I've also held it, but my
Right.
pot is full.
All right, I'm actually done. 1 more minute on the clock, and this is just being thickened even further. That's done. How are you, Jewel and Roy? Let me see. Is your stir fry done as well? Mikael, can you please spotlight Roy and Julie?
Did you cook a lot more since you have a bigger wok?
Yeah, they have a 5-quart.
Oh, there you go.
Ah, looks so pretty.
Oh, you
You
got.
know what would be good with it, Jewel? If you I always eat this with lemon. You know, kind of like spritz some lemon in it.
Yeah, I like the cut of your broccoli. They're big.
Ours was small. It's smaller. Okay, perfect.
Because we have a tiny wok. It's perfect for our family of 4.
Mhm. That's the beauty of the 3-quart though, because there's 4 of us. I don't like eating. I'm not sure about you all, but personally, I don't necessarily like leftover vegetables because, like I mentioned earlier, we enjoy our veggies crunchy. The problem is when it's a leftover, you would have to reheat it and it gets kind of like wilted and it gets mushy. So this is like the perfect size for us because we will go through this in one meal. Cool. Perfect. So there you go. Everybody, you just saw how nice and pretty and how convenient it is to use this limited edition piece. Yay. All right.
Yeah. So my soup just started to boil, but since it's so full, I don't want it to overflow. That's why I put it on high simmer now.
There you go. We are done. Do you want to try this, honey?
So the ratio was good. In case you're wondering, I just added one third teaspoon of salt, and then I put some pepper, a little bit of pepper.
All right. You want to grab a fork?
Sure.
Here we go, Roy and Julie. I'm going to have my hubby try it. Here we go, Mikael. Look, Kuya, are you looking forward to eating? Because my son loves shrimps. Everybody, do you see that? Yum.
All right, here we go. Taste test. First, I want to try the broccoli first.
Does it need more salt?
Mm-mm.
Right? Okay.
Just enough. Not too sweet.
Yes.
It's a combination of It's very flavorful. I could taste the garlic and the salt, and
The soy sauce and then
the soy sauce rather.
the toasted sesame oil. Okay, here we go. Jewel, Roy, are you ready to taste it and let us know how you like it? Mikael, can we please go to Roy and Julie?
And the ginger too. That's great.
Perfect balance.
That's awesome.
Oh, look at those ginormous you have ginormous pieces of broccoli. Okay, there we go. Not ready?
I think you're on mute.
It tastes so good. Thank you.
I like the sauce.
Yeah. Did you like the sauce? The sauce is good, right?
Yep. Perfect.
All right.
Meat kaayo.
Did you? Did you make the soup as well?
No.
No.
It's okay. I mean, it's optional. Our kids love this soup, so we just made it for our Sunday night dinner. It's not really I wouldn't call it a recipe, honestly. We just whipped it up. But
So there you go.
Yep. The other purpose of the show or this class is simply to show you guys how we do things in our own kitchen. So you see our shortcuts as well.
Yes, this is more like a reality cooking class.
Well, that was great, right?
All right, perfect. So
We're
Jewel,
done. 47 minutes.
for Julie and everybody who dropped by, who cared to drop by today, I want to make mention the sauce recipe that we shared. That's for you to tweak. Okay, Jewel, if you want to lower even further the sweetness, because I know you don't like sweetness, right? Then just use 2 tablespoonfuls of your sweetener instead of a 1/4 cup. We use 3, and we can go even lower. Okay.
How did you find the sweetness with your taste? The one that you just tasted, Jewel?
I didn't use 1/4. I used lesser.
So how much did you use?
How many tablespoons did you use?
It's almost 1/4 of the cup, but it's not full one.
Okay, so it's just about
So
1
it's probably
tablespoon.
the same as ours. So is it good enough for you? Yeah.
There's added a little bit of sesame
Okay.
oil.
Okay. Perfect. So that's it, everybody. I told you we're going to be done pretty fast today. But thank you so much once again, Roy and Julie, for joining us. Now you have your basic stir fry sauce recipe, correct? that you can tweak. And like I said, I'm looking forward to grabbing my lemon and adding it to this because that's how I like eating my stir fry, with some lemon juice.
So it's so easy to manage your macros, right? If you cook in your own kitchen. So hopefully this leads to us as well transforming. I know I've gained a lot of weight over the holidays. I'm still trying to shed it off. But you'll see it. Okay, you'll see it soon, and hopefully mid-spring.
You'll see it melt away. But anyway, so this is 7 with Chad Marvie. Once again, everyone, thank you for dropping by. Please feel free to look into the page and follow along on replay a lot of the classes that we did in the past.
Sure.
Some people do that. And whenever you do, please send us a photo, because that will be a great encouragement for both of us.
Good encouragement for us. Yes. Hi to Auntie Josie. Thank you for joining us today from Australia.
Hello.
And Aaron as well. How are you? He is in the UK, somewhere out there. Tell me exactly where, Aaron.
So here we go. Okay, everybody, we're signing off. Good night, everyone. Roy, Julie, enjoy your dinner.
Thank you.
All right.
See you all again next Sunday. Bye.